Right, we're on. Do you bend your left arm in the golf swing? No worries, don't worry about that at all. Okay, before we discuss the bent left arm, have you subscribed to my channel yet? Please do, it's free of charge, only if you enjoy the content, of course. The subscribe button, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for 100,000 subscribers. Let's get on with the video. There's an advantage of having a soft left arm in the golf swing. Now, soft and bent's a different chat altogether. We've got a soft left arm, and we've got a super bent left arm. And do you know what? Having read into this article by Harry Varden, bend it. If you want to bend your left arm, you bend your left arm. I find it hard to bend my left arm because it's not something I've ever done. But a lot of people out there, and I get it, struggle to keep the left arm straight. They go wooden. Oh, they go very, very wooden, very static, and they lose the suppleness of their golf swing as soon as they try and keep that left arm straight. The left arm straight is a lever, the club shaft is another lever with the hinge in the middle. You can have 3 levers. Harry Varden had 3 levers and loved it. So levers as in one lever, hinge, another lever. There you go, 1, 2 levers. That, if I put a bend in there, that'd be a third lever, 1, 2, 3 levers. Now Harry Varden had this. Harry Varden at the top of his swing was there, 1, 2, 3 levers, and then from there he was able to generate a lot of power. So it's not a loss of power by bending the left arm, as long as you understand, or are able, that's a shocking strike, as long as you understand or are able to resynchronize it. And what I mean by that is very simple. Harry Varden, I have a book here about Harry Varden. Harry Varden's downswing effectively had 2 hinge points, 1, 2, as just mentioned. By that I mean he accelerated towards impact, he would straighten his left arm and straighten his left wrist, which meant that he created a tremendous amount of natural leverage in his swing. So that during impact the left arm would straighten and the left wrist would also straighten. So he would get into his perfectly aligned impact position there with straight arm, but at the top of his swing he's not just there, he's there. The sensation or the feeling of this is throwing a frisbee with your left hand. For the purpose of this video, I do not have a frisbee. I have an iPad. I'm not going to throw that though. So you can imagine Harry Varden's got to the top of his golf swing, he's up here, his left arm's bent. Now, all the force needs to be thrown out towards that golf ball at impact. Everything has to get thrown down towards that golf ball to get into perfect alignments for the maximum speed, velocity, everything. Okay? Harry's got a frisbee in his left hand. Let's do this. So frisbee, if I was to throw a frisbee, I would bend my left arm and I would bow my left wrist. I would be here, bent and bowed, and then coming to throw the frisbee, I would straighten left arm first, and then I would unbow. I would straighten left arm and then straighten, flatten left wrist, and then let the frisbee go. That's what I would do to throw the frisbee, and that's effectively throwing the energy from here down to here, then from there down to there, then from there throwing the energy out towards the frisbee to get that to go as far as I possibly can and generate as much force and velocity as possible. So Varden did that. Varden, top of his swing, left arm bends. So if your left arm bends, Spieth's left arm bends, Westwood's left arm bends. If your left arm bends, what you must ensure you do, if you cannot straighten your right arm, because it's easier to have a straight left arm, and go from 2 levers into 1. That's 1 lever straight down to sweet spot. That's 2, 1, 2. It's much easier to go from 2 to 1 to time that than it is to go from 1, 2, 3 to 2 to 1. If you can get from 3 to 2 to 1 with a bent left arm, good on you. Give it a go, and you can see the energy that's going to throw out towards the golf ball. The book says here, effectively slinging the power out to the club head through impact. So he's bent at the top there, he's effectively throwing the power out towards the golf ball at impact, so down, 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 throwing the left arm straight and back of the left wrist straight. A lot of power in there, yet it's perceived that the left arm bending is a power leakage. Apparently not the case. Okay, now I actually cannot hit a ball with left arm bending. It's just against me. I can't do that, it's not for me, but I'm trying to highlight here today. That's why I duffed one earlier. I'm trying to highlight here today that if you're getting coaching, that if your coach has said to you, you must have 2 levers, you must straighten that left arm, then I get that, but perhaps the coach could look at it slightly differently. You can go back to him now and say, do you know, Harry Varden's left arm was super bent, super soft. Yet he hit a lot of long, straight golf shots. So how can we work this in? How can I be better at impact instead of just looking more pretty at the top of your golf swing? And of course we all want to look pretty at the top of the golf swing, but I'd rather my result of my golf ball being pretty than me looking cool as I hit the shot. So don't be scared to do that. Let the left arm soften at the top. Understand that impact is so vital, so key to get into straight line of impact. Now if you were to hit against something, I was just going to use the end of the mat there, but it's not great for the camera. But bend it into the straight there, feeling how the left arm straightens before the left wrist. So working on that, drills like that would be great. Really just throwing the frisbee and get the feel for the frisbee there, and continue the body turning to release. That's good, that actually, I like that. There's the left arm bent, good. And of course in the golf shot would be the same. Structured, practiced. So go for it. Keep the left arm bent if you bend it, but just focus more, rather than focus on straightening the left arm to the top of your backswing, focus more on the alignment positions of impact, on how to get left arm to one alignment and then back of left wrist and club shaft to your next alignment, so at impact you are in that straight line. I refer there to Brandon Grace's straight line from left shoulder right down to sweet spot. Thomas Peters is the same, which is effectively their impact straight line, but it's come from 1, 2, 3 levers. Upper lever, call it left arm, one lever, lever 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 into one line, 1 and 2 and 3 into another line. Keep the body turning, release, release. So that is how a soft left arm, bent left arm, 3 lever golf swing can be efficient. It's all about impact. Impact is king. So is the target. I'm going to do a video on that, that's another story. I'll see you in my next video.